Okay, here's a demonstration of my four-dimensional holodeck in a simplified form. Basically just the lenses needed in order to carry out this effect. Like that. Lenticular, pyramidal. That's, what is it? Is it 180 degrees in a triangle? And that's basically, let's see, a longitudinal pyramid. And you need an LCD, liquid crystal display, old-fashioned, because you can use it with 2 layers and not one, and a flicker rate. If you take polarized sunglasses, say on Lincoln here, he's got them right there. If you got polarized glasses and you're looking at the shine on, say, water, polarization is like this. Nothing gets through. Only these rays of photons get through to your eyes. Everybody knows that part. But if you take one of them, flip it 90 degrees any way, counterclockwise or reverse, you have 3-dimensional glasses for 3D projection. Now basically lenticular lenses that go up and down on old-fashioned Cracker Jack toys, and also the Nintendo 3DS and my prototype 3D phone that I showed in Rent Help 20 years ago, through Gruber and all that. That process is patented and it goes up and down like this. Well, if I have on the outside of my screen, instead of lenticular lenses that are half a tube, give me half a square. It's better that way because you can lay circular shapes like the grooves of a record instead of a needle. You have something like this that doesn't score in here, or maybe it is flipped, I don't know yet, after R&D. It goes in there, this little blown glass. It drops into the water like this. It could be samarium if you can cast samarium the way you can drip glass into some liquid and have it form into my old prototype holodeck lenses. That sometimes they look like a breast, sometimes they don't. Sometimes you have like airsoft rifle pellets that are clear or see-through. All that's nothing. Imagine big style. Imagine an airsoft pellet that's this big. But it's either glass, polymers, carbon fiber, whatever. Anything that's shiny. Chrome would work. What if you chromed samarium? SAM. It's atomic samarium. 62, I think. Samarium has been shown the tiniest little hook, say the size of a small boat anchor. That's the size of your hand. Maybe this size. Anything. Just so, okay. This amount. Shushy, Mr. Demonstration. That was the 420 trick. I do that subconsciously. Anyway, it was marking 420. Say you have, see this threaded part? You have this threaded part. Whoops. Einstein, Michio Kaku. String theory. Just the patent office. Just went out of range here. Do you like apples? Chasing Amy. How about them apples? I got a dog. And it doesn't need to be dicked. Reverend Robin Williams the revered Robin Williams, and Matt Damon. So, Mop. Seen it. Anyway. So have we this threaded part. This is a U.S. patent through law offices of Gruber in Milwaukee. As sure as there's rust in these threads and my blood, my social security number is USS Nimitz CVN-68 398-884700-1. And this is patent application video for the holodeck anamorphic laser lenticular oculus, or otherwise known as HallO, marking 6. If that amount of atomic samarium in the water, pure, it usually comes with cobalt samarium magnets. But if you have that much samarium, the world's largest shark won't want to get near it. What if you had this much? Just in case. You have to make a holodeck on your way through the sea. All right. By the way, I took the SEAL test, passed it. The nuke test, passed it. Smartest guy in Milwaukee, actually in Wisconsin, in May of 1990 to join the military anywhere in the world, of any armed forces of any kind. Oh wait, I'm bragging. Did I say Wisconsin? Yeah, smartest guy in Wisconsin. Third smartest guy. My ASVAB score qualified me to be a nuke tech, but I had other plans. Converse 64, 128. Machine language, basic. 10, question mark, that's print, quotations. This, made out of samarium and chromed in this size, say the size of the Fresnel lens assembly at Lakehurst, New Jersey, where the Hindenburg blew up. In the hangar, 1/6 size scale mock-up plywood of the Nimitz class carriers. So, in that scale, but the actual size of the Fresnel lens assembly, this is the ball. You see yellow when they say call the ball. The crosshairs of green and red go that way. There's red, then green, then boxes. Fresnel lens, flat, concentric circles. Calculus, keep up. It presents a holographic image way back here of a ball that looks to be going up and down between the crosshairs. All the pilot has to do is fart or hiccup, and his plane will go like this, and he'll be able to see what he's doing. Fly by, buzz in the tower. On this side. Okay, now that I got your attention, for some reason, I always know when something's going to kick in, and I say buzz the tower. 9 minutes. Okay, so it's samarium, chromed, so it doesn't touch biological matter. However, if you have this shape and it's chromed samarium, plated samarium, and then everything else I designed inside there for making giant tall buildings disappear, like an invisibility cloak I already designed that you can see around stuff. This is how Google shoots their video, or old-fashioned 3D apps where you have some kind of camera hood like this, and it shoots. Oh, see, this is what I had to test, and it's really warm right here. This shoots exactly as I expected. It's not reverse or nothing. And with an app, I can take, I hope this doesn't damage my camera. With an app, I can take this image, just a snapshot of it, and walk around in it that way, this way, and this way. This shape, if reversed on the inside, say, okay, if this perfect circle like the basilica, built by one blood relative, not Matka, and not Shostra, Sistra. Okay, my family. Anyway, if this was like the basilica, the copper top up here, I think it's copper or brass, when the moon shines, when it goes this way over the top, it looks like, just like that, looks like the moon is being projected from from the inside out. So now you see if this shape, okay, that would probably damage something, so that would have to be on the inside. In the V groove, of the lenticular triangle shape. Yeah, this would have to go in this way. And it could ride back and forth in some kind of solution, like the liquid crystal display. I had to finish something. When you take two of those 3D lenses and you cock them 45 degrees, I think, it looks purple and really dark. And you can adjust it like this to clear, purple, really dark. So basically, if you can do that with liquid crystal display, what if you had a motorized screen? Or no, wait, you don't have to motorize nothing. However, this is, say there was a circle in there. Okay, good. Say there's a circle because my hexagonal 3D phones and the ones that are 5-sided, if you put those together with magnets, you can make a buckyball or a soccer ball. That's part of the way you would shake out magnetic phones onto any kind of metal. Or say you had leather pants and suddenly you have a box that you just bought and it says Dell, PC, Apple, whatever, and you shake a gateway, you shake it out, oh crap, suddenly, oh, they told me about this, everything, suddenly, they're all over the place, they disappeared. What the hell? Well, it's because now there's something growing out of the floor, but it's a holographic display from my phones. But it can't escape the bounds of where it's coming from. And it can only go up so far, probably really high. It would fascinate your kids. And everything below would disappear and look like something else, depending on how much stuff stuck to you. So this would ride that way. Liquid crystal display. One of them has to be cocked 45 degrees, 2 panels. Whatever you print on it, like that. But it would be a dot matrix in a hexagonal form. And then, like Da Vinci solved the problem, ancient problem. How do you fit a body into Deo omnipotenti ecco cathedram beato disciplo delecto dictum? How do you fit God's form into a square and a circle at the same time. Master, go. Get on the floor. You know how to draw a square around your body. Put your toes and your fingers at the corners. Then say, hey, student, draw a circle around me, stupid. Okay. Now, in glass drop, shape of breast, like this. You just gotta add a little drop, like solder, you know, of samarium. Boom, you got it. This is glass. You can see through that side, depending on the size of the samarium. The thickness, is plated. Boom. You can see through it, and you can make a laser come out of your phone with laser diodes instead of pixels, and then boom, it becomes really super strong because it bounces back and forth in there, and it can't get out the samarium except through this tiny little hole. And if the samarium touches your skin, it electrifies the phone forever. And if it touches a petal, like an orchid or any piece of grass, it'll still power the phone. And suddenly, you got something you can, 616. Time check. It was 1616. It's cross street from the Basilica. Keep your enemies close to you in the old-fashioned Bible. In the footnotes, 616. It's basically what? No, not the number of the beast. It's a prophet's way of telling you, hey, you're going to have a kid, right? So, you want to get married first. And don't have sex until you find the hand of God. The hand of God goes down and says, hey, have a baby. It's going to be the new hand of God. It's going to be your God. You're going to worship it, and you're going to make sure that if you have a line that's God, and you put a point there that has you and your wife, or your spouse, or your significant other, or you're taking care of a plant, and there's two people that have to do it. You are two minor angles of a flat surface of God. So basically, that one between the two sixes, 616, 619, 9969, whatever. The prophet said, hey, I better warn people. After you find the hand of God, it puts a big, giant wedge in your life. And depending on you and her, that wedge will spread out in a cone going this way, circle. Depending on if you're flat, Victorian age, flatlanders, treat us over. So basically, a line is not 180 degrees until there's two wedges, the hand of God, a child, a plant, or a point. Then it becomes a 0-degree line. It was 0 before, you put a point on it, it's 180 degrees. 7th grade. So basically, okay, that bead goes in there. If that's coated with samarium, that's the side you touch, it's smooth. It goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth like that, because somehow, like a ballpoint pen, it only sticks out that much. So basically, you can move it and go like this with the surface. So how many of these do you need in the surface? I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out. It's coming up on 20 minutes. That's a $50 bill. Pales in comparison to the reason why I'm the planet. I'm
the reason why the planet Earth does not have 3D phones. I have not released it yet, but they're so simple to make. I've told so many people on Brady Street, no one believes me. Not even InventHelp, except they leaked my idea to Japan. Arigato gozaimasu. Ohayo kamatsuzo. Konbanwa sumimasen. I believe the Nintendo 3DS belongs to me. But I can only sue Japan in a time of war because I was in the military. All hail Trump. Long live Biden and Harris. 20. Mark.